gonna open it up for him? Or?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
To check his ID.
Make
to
sure it's
sure
me.
this-
Allow me, if you will, to tell you a story. This is a story of a man who got tired of the rules. Rules for us, but not for them. Rules that designed our lives for losing and their lives for winning. This is the story of a man who lived in an apartment, who had a golf cart and could get to the grocery store on that golf cart, pick up what he needed, go to work, go to the gym, repeat every single day. And then something happened. He was locked inside, or told to stay inside, and then guess what? He said no. So he purchased an Airstream trailer, he hit the road, and while everybody was talking about how they were stuck and locked down, he saw the entire country. And on his journey through the country, he realized things were no longer the same. And not only were they not the same, they were never, ever going back to the way they were. And that was not a good thing. So after traveling, after seeing things, and after meeting lots and lots of people, he decided there was only one thing to do. That was come home, find land, start a homestead, build it the way he wanted, do it the way he wanted to do it, and help his community, family, and friends. And something interesting happened. It wasn't long until he realized when you don't play by the rules, they try to press the rules harder upon you. And what did he decide to do? He decided to get a dog, to get bees, to buy tools, to buy a farm truck, and get to work and not let anything stop him. To build a life that he could live and lead by example, something he could be proud of. The answer for him was not going forward. The answer was looking backwards. The answer was in the hard work. It was in the lonely nights. It was in the fear of going into the unknown, not having enough skills, not having enough money, not sure exactly what to do, but having the vision of becoming free from a sick society that's doing its best to put you into an apartment and a cubicle and increase your taxes and imprison you without you even realizing it. Oh, by the way, always lock your gate whenever you're leaving your property. Now it's time for me to go get some more of my freedom tools, aka miniature raptors, aka chickie doos. Let's go. Interesting turn of events. I am on the side of my road. I see USPS, and they did not deliver my chicken feed yesterday, and my chickie doos got delivered early. So the nice mail lady on the rural route was like, I'm gonna see if I can find out where it is so you can have chicken feed, because otherwise I don't have chicken feed and I gotta go to the feed store and hope that they have baby chick feed. Let's see if the postal service can come through. It's a hassle. They're short of work. They're short of workers, and it's always somebody different on the routes. And so it's a stressful situation. They show up here late. It's not a regular mailman or mailwoman, and I don't have chicken feed. So will we get chicken feed that I ordered? I don't know. Tractor Supply sold out. I ordered it through Amazon, and the Amazon doesn't come out this far, so they send it over to USPS. Wish me luck. May have to go straight to the feed store. You think they got our chickens, Rip? I just arrived at the post office. They said that my chickens had been delivered from the hatchery a day early. One day, they're here. Let's go get them.
This is David.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
I'm doing good.
I heard you say you had a YouTube channel and you're picking up your chickens.
I know, I've never had chickens. I'm a city guy turned redneck, and I spent a year building a homestead. I've got bees, chickens.
Nice.
So,
Where's that? Up in the hills?
up in the hills.
Good.
Way back in the woods where rednecks live.
Yeah.
So I can just live a peaceful little life. Couple good neighbors. How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you.
Man, can you hear them?
I do.
Oh my
You ever need a
God.
pet sitter?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Whoops.
Got news, Rip. We got new friends. Rip's about to meet the chickie doos. It's official. I have chickens. 1 day old, or maybe second day old, little baby chicks. And I found my other packages. Let's get the chicks out and figure out what to do with them. Oh, I'm excited. You're excited, aren't you? You're excited. I'm so new at this, I've got to read a book. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water right after touching live poultry or anything in the area where they live or roam. Okay, wash your hands. Adults should supervise, use soap, da 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 da. Okay, apparently this is just about being clean. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Chickens are in there, man. I ordered some starter mash from Amazon. Supposed to be organic. I'm gonna feed it to them. I hope they're healthy. I hope this is a good choice. Let's get them some food. Let's get them out of their box. Here we go. A cool little food tray. Rip is so excited about chickens that he can't even stand it. Little chickies. What do you think? Okay, come here, look. Okay, that's okay, okay. What do you think? Oh my God, Rip, no, look. He's your chick. Best friend. The chickies are in their home. They seem to be happy. And I have this sensor, and this sensor right here, it's an HT sensor. It was about $59. I think I got it on sale, or I might have paid full price. I think it's $69 regular. But this sends the temperature to my cell phone and the humidity to my cell phone. And it also has alerts in case it drops down too low. So this little bitty sensor right here. Let's see if I can get you to see that. That little sensor is what's going to be guarding the temperature in this room for the chickens. That and this lamp and the heater plate. So this will eventually go inside with the chickens. They've got a little heater plate on the bottom, but I'm also going to do a general area heater. So in the evenings when it's down around 48 to 52 degrees, this will warm their area up. Took me a year and 2 months to acquire chickens. It was something that I really, really wanted to achieve in my life, and that is to be an owner of chickens so that I can hatch eggs. Well, I don't want to hatch eggs. I want the hens to lay eggs, and I want to be able to eat them after I go to the gym and work out with some spicy sausage and maybe some potatoes. Oh man, what else could I have with it? Who knows? But I want to have them for my breakfast, and I want to have them on hand here on the homestead on hand. And so starting off with 12 chicks, I think they sent me 13 actually. This company's known for booting one extra one in there. So I think I have 13 chickens. Let's hope they all make it through the night. I've got 2 heaters going. I got a bulb above and I got a heater plate. They've got food, they've got water, they've got hemp bedding. They should be secure in here tonight. It's supposed to be mid 50s overnight, but I think with the heat lamps, we will be good. Rip is so excited. He is so excited about these chickens. And I don't blame him. They're fun, right? They're extremely fun to have. Now it's time for me to go spread some cypress mulch in the new bee area. So come join me for that. I got to spread a 30 by 25 area, about 2 inches thick, to get ready for growing the apiary up there. Because soon I got more bees coming. Right now I've got 5 hives. I might have 5 in a couple weeks, or I may have 7. We'll see. Depends on how good these these swarms do. So the homestead is growing. It feels slow. It feels like I've got very little done, but I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm finally starting to feel like I'm making a little progress. So that's solid. Let's go move the cypress mulch around, and then we'll come back and check on the chicks again, and I'll give you a rundown on my thoughts on getting chickens and if you should do it or not. And hey, by the way, hit the like button if you don't mind. I would love that. It helps me. All right, let's go. I was headed up to do some apiary work, put out some cypress mulch in the bee yard, and a thunderstorm rolled in. And if you've ever been caught in a lightning storm in the spring, especially in the mountains, they are not very safe. So Rip and I went inside. It stopped raining. We went back outside. It was tough to film because the rain would start, stop, and I didn't get much work done. So we actually ended up working indoors last night. But I wanted to give you an update on day 1 with the chickens. It is actually day 2. So I have already had the chickens overnight. I was concerned about them being warm enough because I don't have structure here. I don't have a home on this property per se, and I did not want to put them in my Airstream. My container was too big and they're dusty and I just wasn't for it. But my remote sensor and thermometer that I have worked flawlessly. I could check the temperature on the ground where the chickens were in their little brooder from the Airstream, which is probably 50, 100 feet away. It was pretty impressive technology for Bluetooth. So that sensor, I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. I highly recommend this. Now, the chickens did great. This morning they were happy. I left them a light on. They got a heat lamp over their head, and they've got a little brooder radiant heat thing, which a lot of literature says don't use that, but I'm not sure why. It works good for me. It worked good for night 1. They have 2 heat sources, one up high, one a little lower, so they can choose where they want to be. And then the ambient temperature stayed about 80 degrees. So I'm sure under that little brooder thing was probably warmer than that. And if they got together and huddled up, I'm sure they were plenty warm. They need to be around 100 degrees. So they did really good. My first night with chickens was a success. Now, why do I have chickens? If you watched the video this far, I want to say thanks. The reason I have chickens is I'm working to become more self-sufficient. I've got the bees, I'm expanding. In a few weeks, I've got some special bees coming in, and I'm excited about that. So I'm working to build the apiary out because I would like to harvest hundreds, maybe one day thousands of pounds of honey every single year. That's the goal. The chickens, on the other hand, are going to provide eggs on the daily or weekly basis, and that is a great food when you're working out or just a food to have on hand. So that'll be very nice. And the process of learning and becoming more self-sufficient and new skills and how to deal with animals and challenges. Last night, I wasn't sure that my bulb was warm enough. I actually drove all the way into town looking for a bulb. I realized that I think my setup was okay. I trusted it, and it got me through the night. But, you know, we're always learning, and I have good friends that can advise me. I've got a bee mentor. I don't have a chicken mentor, but I've got a lot of books on chickens. And hey, if you can get them to the 6-week mark, 7-week mark, and get them outside, they're pretty easy. I'm sure it's getting them through these last couple of cold nights here in the mountains. It's supposed to be 35 degrees overnight tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We got to get the chickens past that night, and then we should be off to the races. So thanks for watching this video. I'm a country guy who's out here, city boy turned country guy out here learning, building a homestead. Got the dog, got the bees. Now we got the chickens. Thanks for watching. Stay wild, stay free.